Hey friends, welcome to a practice today that is going to be pretty fiery. We're gonna do a lot of things, but we will focus on some back bending for sure. Along with that, we'll do a little bit of twisting, some side body, and we're gonna work into the hamstrings quite a bit today. So a little bit of everything. You can think of this as a really strengthening flow. Again, we'll have some moments of some fire, some spice. If you have a couple blocks at home, they might come in handy. So maybe have those nearby, but it's not required. And let's dive right in. We are gonna start in a child's pose. Bringing the knees wide, big toes to touch, and then settle your hips back to your heels. And maybe before you land in stillness, you just kind of shift, rock side to side, kind of wiggling into the space, into the posture. And then let the forehead land onto the mat. And we won't be here too long, but take a moment to really just start to drop into your breath. Drop into your practice, into this space. Taking slow breaths in and out through the nose. This time on your mat that you've carved out of your day just for you. This opportunity to move, breathe, play, strengthen, whatever it is you're seeking. Start to walk the hands off the right edge of your mat. It's possible that you place the left palm on top of the right. Keep tracking your left hip back, and you might even turn the left armpit down toward the ground. Take a breath in, breathe into your left side. And on your exhale, walk back through center. And then over to the left edge of your mat. And again, it's possible that the right hand now places on top of the left palm. Pull your right hip back, right armpit rotates slightly down. Take an inhale, breathe into the right side body. Walk back through center on the exhale. Shift forward, coming into a tabletop. Round through your back. You could even tuck up onto your toes or your fingertips if you want a little extra here. And then arch through your spine. Send your hips back towards your heels. Kind of like a child's pose, but you're keeping the gaze lifted and the arms really active. And then exhale, shift forward, round through the back, push your palms into the ground. Inhale, arch through the back, rock the hips back, but again, keep the chest lifted, arms really active. One more time, shift forward, round through the back. Rock the hips back, arching through the spine. Come back into your tabletop position. Bump the knees to the right and underneath the hips. Wrists and shoulders in one line. We're gonna get pretty flowy right away in this class. Take an inhale, sweep your right fingertips up and open. Sit all the way back, hips to heels, arms to a T. So you're still open to the right side of your mat. Tent up onto the right fingertips. It's possible the hips and the heels stay connected, or you lift the hips driving into the shins and the left arm reaches up and back. Kind of a variation of a half camel here. Sit all the way back down. Again, tee the arms to the right edge of your mat. Place left hand to the top of the mat, right arm reaches up. And then thread the needle, reach all the way to the right, or to the left side of the mat, excuse me. Inhale, twist the right arm up. Sit all the way back, hips to heels, tee the arms, really twisting from the upper body. Tent up onto the right fingertips. Hips can stay connected or they leave the heels, left arm high. Sit back down, left hand to the top of the mat, right arm up. Thread the needle, reach to the left side. Let's do that one more time. Again, getting pretty flowy, pretty rhythmic right out of the gate here. Sit all the way back, arms to a T. Tent up onto the fingertips, lift the hips. Drop the hips back down, left hand to the top of the mat, right arm high. Thread the needle, reach all the way through. You could stay exactly as you are. We're gonna take a couple breaths here this time, or you might kickstand your left leg off to the side. You can even bring it behind you, really any variation of your thread the needle that speaks to you today. One more breath. Press back to a tabletop position. So if the left leg has gone elsewhere, pull it back in. We'll take that whole thing to the second side. Inhale, sweep the left fingertips up and open. Sit all the way back down, hips to heels, arms to a T. Tent up onto the left fingertips, lifting the hips or keeping them connected. Sweep the right arm up. Sit back down if you've lifted, arms to a T. Right hand on the top of the mat, left arm up. Thread to the right edge of your mat. We'll do that 2 more times. Finding your rhythm, your pace with it, even if it's a little bit different than what I'm cueing. Sitting back, arms to a T. 10 tip onto the fingertips, right arm reaches up. Sitting back down, arms to a T. Right hand lands, left arm high. Thread all the way through. One more time, just like that. Again, keeping it pretty flowy, pretty consistent with the movement in this class today. Right hand to the top of the mat, left arm high. Thread the needle. This time we'll pause for a couple of breaths. It's possible that you take your right leg elsewhere, maybe off to the side, maybe behind you. If you want to take the right arm elsewhere, feel free. One more breath. Pressing back to our tabletop, so if the right leg is going elsewhere, bring it back in. As we land on our tabletop, let's make our way into down dog, tucking onto all 10 toes, send the hips high. As you arrive, maybe a pedal through the feet. Maybe a couple shakes of the head, no, and then yes. Whatever your body is needing. Take one more breath. And then walk your hands to your feet. So you're coming to the back edge of your mat. Grab opposite elbows here, ragdoll. You might add some movement, maybe a sway side to side, maybe a bounce up and down. One more breath. Release the fingertips down and then walk back out into your down dog. Take a breath in, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Step your right foot outside of your right hand and then left foot outside of your left hand. Drop into a malasana squat. Pulling your palms to your chest, tailbone tucks as your chest lifts. Take a breath in. Breath out to fold. Roll all the way up to standing, vertebra by vertebra. And then stack your head last, rolling the shoulders down and back. Take an inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold back down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold forward, plant the palms, step or float into your plank pose, and we'll journey to down dog through any kind of vinyasa chaturanga that you want to take. Cobra, up dog, handstand, skip it all together, you do you. Meeting back in down dog, take a breath in, lift up onto the balls of the feet. You can either step or maybe this time you float, feet landing outside of the hands. Drop the hips, pull the palms through malasana. Exhale to fold. Lead with your chest this time, sweep the arms up, high mountain. Hinge from your hips, fold back down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold forward, plant the palms, step or float. It's your journey back to down dog, however you want to get there. Landing in your down dog, take a breath in, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Journey the feet outside of the hands. Malasana, pull the chest through. This time with your exhale, come all the way up to standing. Inhale, drop back down into your malasana. Exhale, all the way up to standing. One more time, building a little extra heat. All the way up to standing. With your breath in, sweep the fingertips up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold forward, plant the palms, step or float again, your journey back to down dog. Meeting in down dog, take a slow and steady breath in. With your exhale, drop down to a tabletop position. Now sweep the right fingertips up and open. Kind of same but different. Come all the way to a half camel. Right hand can either find the sacrum or right hand to your right heel. Left arm reaches up, drive the hips forward. So just a little bit of a different variation here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, glutes are active. Now we're gonna make our way back to that single arm tabletop. Left hand to the top of the mat, right arm reaches high. Thread the needle, reach the right arm all the way through. As you thread the right arm back up and open, extend the right leg to the back of the mat. So you're in a supported side plank. Your left toes will swivel off the left edge. Keep reaching the right arm long. Take a breath in. All the way up, shoulders on top of hips. Arms come to a T first, but then slide the right hand down the right thigh. Left fingertips reach up and over. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, rotate your chest toward the right leg. Inhale to peel back up and open, gaze underneath the left elbow. And then exhale, rotate toward the right leg. Inhale, peel open. One more time, exhale, rotate and reach. Come all the way back to your supported side plank. Left palm lands, right arm goes high, and then float the right leg up. Pull your right knee up to your chest. Step your right foot all the way through, and then step your left foot to meet it. Forward fold. Chair pose with your inhale. Bend your hips, bend your knees, sweep the fingertips up. Now, I'm not really picky here. You can have your big toes touch, heels apart, or you might be a little bit more hip width distance. Do what feels good in your hips and your back. Take an inhale. With your exhale, chair plane, straighten through the legs just a little bit, sweep the fingertips back. So a little bit more emphasis on the hamstrings here. Lift your chest, lift your gaze slightly. Lift all the way up into your tippy toes. Now we're gonna journey slowly into a toe stand. So you're starting to sit the hips to the heels. The knees will reach forward. Your hands might come out in front of you at this point, maybe into prayer position. Now can you sit the heels all the way down? And then drop your butt, low boat, extend the legs and the arms toward the top edge of your mat. Take an inhale. With your exhale, up to a high boat, pulling your chest towards your knees. You could go straight legs, bent knees, up to you. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale low, exhale high. Inhale low, exhale high. One more time, inhale low, exhale to your high boat, and then journey to down dog however you want to get there. You might plant the hands, you might take a rock and roll, you could take a crow along the way, up to you. We'll meet in down dog. Take a breath into your down dog. And drop down to your tabletop position. Sweep the left fingertips up and open, all the way to our half camel. So you're bringing left hand to left heel or to your sacrum, your tailbone. You're driving the hips forward, right fingertips reach up and back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, glutes engaged. Now we come all the way back to our tabletop, right hand down, left arm high. Thread the needle just for a beat here, reach to the right side of the mat. As you open left arm, left leg goes long, right toes kickstand behind you, supported side plank. Take an inhale. Start to drive the shoulders up on top of the hips. Left hand down left leg. Take an inhale. With the exhale, we rotate the chest toward the left leg, reach the fingertips to the back edge of the mat. Inhale, peel open. Exhale, rotate and reach. One more time, just like that. Coming all the way back to our supported side plank. Right hand to the top of the mat, reach the left arm up, and then float the left leg up. Start to pull your right knee up to your chest, or excuse me, your left knee. Step your left foot through. Right foot steps to meet it to the top of the mat, forward fold. Chair pose. Bend your hips, bend your knees, sweep the fingertips high. Chair plane, push the hips back. Fingertips reach to the back edge of your mat. Keep your abs really engaged. Hug the ribs in slightly, but then can you squeeze the shoulder blades together to lift the chest? Coming up into our drinking bird, heels leave the ground. Slowly lower all the way into your toe stand. Pausing for just a beat. I don't know if you could hear that knee crack I just got. Pausing for a beat. Drop the heels, drop the hips, low boat pose. We get to do it again, fun. Take a breath in. Exhale to lift up to your high boat. And then we do that a couple of times. So your breath pace might not quite be with mine, that's fine. You might even speed it up or slow it down. Up to you. Take 2 more breaths. And then again, we'll journey back to down dog, however you want to get there. Maybe taking a crow along the way, handstand, skipping it all together. Down dog is where we meet. Take an inhale into your down dog. And again, we drop to a tabletop with the exhale. Kick your right leg long this time, so single leg tabletop. Take a breath in. With your exhale, pull your right knee to your nose, round through your back. Now kick your right leg long, right arm goes up, modified side plank. So left hand, left knee is still down. You could hang out here. You might take a bind, curl your right heel to your glute, catching your foot. It's a kick into your hand and a pull into your foot. Take one more breath. And gently release the foot. Start to pull your right knee up to your chest. Step the right foot through. This time, keep the left knee down. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Sweep the fingertips high. You can let your left hip descend as much as you want to. You can find as much of a back bend here as you want to. Let this be your shape, your expression of the shape. Take a breath in, tuck onto your left toes if you aren't already. Airplane pyramid, lift the left leg, straighten the right leg, sweep the fingertips back. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, opening up the left hip. Exhale, lift and straighten, really active in the right hamstring. One more time, fingertips sweep up. Pull the right hip back as you find your airplane pyramid. Can you lift your chest, your gaze slightly? Keep tracking, right hip back, left hip forward. Take one more breath. Chair pose, bend your right knee to step the left foot through. Sweep the fingertips high. Chair plane or drinking bird, coming right into that little heel lift. So you're on the ball of your foot, grip with your toes. Take one more breath. Maybe you sink even a tiny bit deeper. Right heel drops, left knee comes into your chest, staff pose. Now give your left knee a little bit of a hug here. Interlace your hands around your shin. Pull your knee up to your chest. So you're feeling a little extra length across the front of the right hip. You might just hang exactly as you are. Option to add a little bit of a lean into this. Squeezing the shoulder blades together so you might find a little extra length across the right hip this way. One more breath. All the way to a warrior 2. So like you're coming into your airplane pyramid, kick the left toes back. Pivot the left toes, the hip open, right knee on top of ankle. Take a breath in. Side angle, lean your upper body forward. Elbow can hook to thigh. You might reach inside the ankle. If you've got a block, you might place your hand to a block here. Take an inhale. With your exhale, rotate your chest toward the ground. Reach the left fingertips forward. So this should feel semi-familiar. Inhale, peel the chest open. Exhale, rotate the chest, reach the left fingertips toward the top of your mat. Inhale to open. One more time, rotate your chest, reach, reach, reach. You can stay here if you want a little extra spice. Right hand floats to meet the left. Whew. One more breath. Reverse your warrior. Reach the right arm up and back. Keep a bend in the right leg. Triangle pose. Straighten your front leg, tip your upper body forward. Hand can land to shin, prop, floor, whatever works. Track your left hip back, opening up left shoulder and chest. One more breath. Reverse triangle, keep the lower body as it is. Sweep the fingertips all the way up and back. Cartwheel the palms down. Plant your left hand. Right fingertips go high, revolved lunge. Let that twist really come from your rib cage. Take another inhale. Option to rotate a little bit deeper if that feels available. And then plant the right palm, step back to your plank, chaturanga, or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. Take an inhale. Tabletop position, drop down to your knees. Left leg kicks long behind you. Now curl your left knee to your nose, round through your back, really active in the abs. Kick your left leg back, reach the left arm up, finding our modified side plank. You could hang here. You might take a bind, curling your heel towards your glute. If you have that bind, think of some push-pull energy here. Push into your foot. Pull into your foot, rather push into your hand. There we go. One more breath. If you have the bind, gently release. Start to pull your left knee up to your chest. Step the left foot to the top of the mat. Right knee stays down. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Again, your expression here. You can let your hip descend as much as you'd like. You could add a back bend here if you'd like to, but make it intentional, whatever you decide to do, and keep it active. Hug the inner thighs in. Tuck onto your right toes if you aren't already. Take an inhale to prepare. It's our exhale that leaves the ground into our airplane pyramid. So right knee leaves the ground, left leg straighten. 2 more times. Into our low lunge, airplane pyramid. 1 more time just like that. Landing in our airplane pyramid, that's where we'll stay. Left hamstring super active. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Can you lift the chest, the gaze slightly? You've got 1 more breath. Chair pose, bend your left knee to step the right foot to meet the left. Sweep the fingertips high. Chair planer right to drinking bird, heels leave the ground. Can you lift your chest, lift your gaze? Maybe you sit even just a hair deeper. Drop your left heel. Staff pose, pull your right knee up into your chest. Interlacing the hands around your shin, giving yourself a little hug. Think of lifting your knee up, but without changing the position of your spine yet. If you want, you can stay right here, or you start to lean back ever so slightly by squeezing the shoulder blades together. 1 more breath. We'll meet in a warrior 2, so you start to lean your chest forward. Right leg goes long. Pivoting onto the ball of your foot, open up your hip, chest, shoulder, arms to a T. Take a breath in. Side angle, upper body leans forward. And again, your variation here, whatever you want with your setup, wherever you want to place the left arm. Take a breath in. With your exhale, we rotate the chest toward the floor. Right fingertips reach forward even more. Inhale, peel back up and open. Exhale, rotate. 1 more time. This time as you land in that rotated shape, you can stay as you are, option to float the left arm up. It gets a little bit spicier. Take 1 more breath. Reverse warrior, reach all the way up and back. Triangle pose, straighten your front leg, lean the upper body forward. Hand to shin, prop, floor, whatever works here. Pull the right hip up and back, but hug the ribs in. We want a nice stacked spine as well as long active legs. Take another breath. Reverse triangle, lower body stays as it is. Left fingertips reach up and back. Cartwheel the hands down. Plant the right palm. Left arm goes high, revolved lunge. You're on the ball of the right foot. Take an inhale. Opportunity to open a little bit more if you want it. And then plant the left palm, stepping back into your plank. Chaturanga, or skip it. Down dog is where we meet. With your inhale this time, sweep your right leg high. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Stacking right on top of left. Now we're gonna come into a side plank on the left hand. Can you keep the right hip open, but start to shift your weight, your left shoulder onto left wrist, and then you're opening to the right edge of your mat. This might be where you stay, or you might play with a bind of the right hand to the right foot. And it's kind of silly how much harder it is without the left knee down. Meet yourself with some grace. If you've got the bind, gently release. Right knee pulls to your chest. How slowly can you step the right foot all the way through? Left knee softens to the ground. Low lunge, sweep the fingertips up. Just 1 time, airplane pyramid. Left knee leaves the ground. Right leg straight. Crescent pose this time. Stack knee and ankle, but keep the left knee lifted. Open twist to the right, bringing your arms to a T shape. Keep tracking right hip back, left hip forward. That twist comes from the upper body. We're gonna get a little bit playful here. Pivot all the way to your left leg. So kind of cartwheeling the arms. Turn the feet parallel, left knee bends, right leg goes straight. So you're in a variation of a skater side lunge here. Arms parallel to the floor. Now we're gonna come back into our twist. Turn all 10 toes forward, reaching right hand behind you, left arm to the front of the room. And then again, pivot to your side skater lunge, left knee bent, right leg straight. 1 more time, find ourselves back into our twist. Turning all 10 toes forward, right knee bends, right arm reaches back. Adding an exalted shape if you want it. right hand to the left thigh, or you can bring it to your tailbone. Left fingertips reach up, finding just an ever so subtle back bend. Take an inhale. Airplane, all of your weight to your right foot. Lean your chest forward, left toes leave the ground. Sweep the fingertips back behind you. You've got a soft bend in the right leg. So think chair plane, but now we're just on one leg. You can stay right here, and I'm gonna warn you, this is a little bit rude, take it or leave it, or option to play with lifting the right heel. So you're gripping with the toes, you're really driving into the ball of your foot. Woo. Drop the right heel back down if it was lifted, staff pose. Pull your knee into your chest. You could take our same knee hug as before. Option to bring it into dancer. Left hand reaches for the big toe side of your left foot. Kick your foot to your hand. That is your counterbalance, your invitation to lean the chest forward. Soft bend in the right leg. Keep reaching the right fingertips all the way out in front of you. One more breath. We'll meet in a warrior two, landing left toes to the back edge of your mat. Pivot your hips, your chest open. Side angle, upper body reaches forward. Now a block might come in handy here if you have it. It is not required, up to you. You just might want to root your right hand to something. Take an inhale. With your exhale, rotate the chest forward, but as you do this time, straighten through the right leg, so you're in more of a triangle stance, reaching left fingertips forward. Come back into our side angle, bend the right knee, open up the chest. Rotate your chest, straighten through the right leg as you go. Ooh, hamstrings firing. One more time. Straighten through the right leg. Reach, 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 reach. You can hang here, or option to float the right arm up. Whew. Take another breath. Now land the left hand, revolved lunge. Bend the right knee, pivot onto the ball of the left foot, sweep the right fingertips up. Inhale. Back into down dog, however you would like to get there. Landing in down dog, breathe in, sweep your left leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. Now we're gonna keep our left knee bent, heel to glute curl, side plank on the right side. So you start to shift your shoulder on top of your wrist. You're opening to the left edge of your mat. You might hang here. You might play with that bind. Know that side to side is different. Again, always meet yourself with grace. Let it be an exploration of play. If you have the bind, gently release. Left knee up to your chest. Step the left foot through. Right knee softens to the ground. Sweep the fingertips up. Just one time to our airplane pyramid. Tucking onto the right toes. Right knee leaves the ground. Left leg straight. Crescent pose. Keep the back knee lifted. Stack shoulders on top of hips. An open twist to the left. Arms come out to a T. Let that happen from your rib cage. I don't know about you guys, but I am getting quite sweaty here. We're pivoting to our skater lunge on the right leg. We open up the chest. The arms come parallel to the ground. Feet parallel, right knee bends. Left leg goes straight. Now we come all the way back to our twist. Bending both knees, opening to the left side of the mat. And then again, pivot to your skater lunge. Right knee bends, arms parallel to the floor. And then one more time, find your way back to our twist. Adding an exalted shape if you want it. Left hand down the right thigh or to your sacrum, your tailbone. Right fingertips reach up and back. Take a breath in. Airplane, all of your weight to your left leg. Right toes leave the ground as you lean your chest forward. Lifting your chest, your gaze slightly, but keep the abs really engaged by hugging the ribs and the belly button in. Supporting the low back here. And again, a little bit rude, if you want it, playing with that heel lift of the left leg. All those little stabilizer muscles around your ankle, your feet. Ooh, this side's definitely harder. Drop the left heel if it's lifted. We meet in a staff pose. Hallelujah. You can take that same hug of your knee, or you might reach right hand, big toe side of the right foot, coming into your dancer. As you kick into your foot, you'll feel how that kind of sends your energy forward. Again, it's that invitation to lean the upper body, your counterbalance here. One more breath. We meet in a warrior two. Drop the back foot, pivot the toes, the hip, open, take an inhale. Side angle, upper body leans forward. Now again, if you find that a prop is helpful here, something for your hand to be braced against, feel free to slide that inside of your ankle. Take an inhale. With the exhale, we straighten through the left leg as we rotate the chest, reach the fingertips. And again, side angle, open up the chest. Straighten through the left leg, reach the fingertips forward. One more time. Reach, rotate the chest, pause here, or left arm might float to reach with the right. Keep tracking left hip back. Woo. One more breath. I am shaking. Land the right palm, pivot onto the ball of the right foot, left knee bends, revolved lunge, inhale. Land the left palm, journey back to down dog, however you want to get there. Whoo. Take an inhale, sweep your right leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. Now we're coming to a variation of a wild thing, but before you land your right toes, come into that side plank, and then you might just hover the right toes above the ground. So somewhere between a wild thing and our side plank variation from before, where you're just kind of flirting with the floor, but not quite making contact of the toes to the ground. Take a breath in. How slowly can you pull the right knee to your chest to step all the way through? Whoo, right into our crescent lunge. This time left knee stays lifted, fingertips go high. Twist to the right, open your arms to a T. Skater lunge, left knee bends, right leg straightens. You're looking at the left edge of your mat. This time we're gonna kind of bypass our twist, right to our exalted shape. Right hand back, left arm high. One more time, pivoting to our skater lunge, left knee bent, right leg straight. Pivoting to our exalted shape, right knee bends, left arm reaches up. Airplane, shift your weight forward so that you can push off of the right leg. Left toes leave the ground. You can hang here. Option to curl your heel to your glute, and if possible, maybe both hands reach to the left foot. And if you've got that, kick the foot into your hands. Pull your hands back to your foot. Can you lift your chest, your gaze slightly? So a variation of dancer with both hands on the foot. Whoo, I got the shakes. Gently release the bind if you've got it. Warrior two, pivot your chest, your hips open. Right to our triangle pose this time, straighten your front leg. Lean the upper body forward. Now you can stay here with the hand maybe rooted to something. Option to float the right arm toward the top of the mat. Take a breath in. With your exhale, rotate the chest, reach the fingertips forward like you're catching a beach ball. Inhale back to that floating triangle, or if your hand is rooted. Exhale, rotate the chest. A little extra spice for the obliques and the hamstrings. One more time, open up. Exhale, rotate, reach, 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 reach. Take a breath in. Now fold over your right shin. So you're kind of somewhere between a pyramid and a triangle. Keep tracking your right hip back. It should feel more like a pyramid, but we've got this really long stance and more of a warrior two shape with the leg. If needed, know that you can always step your left foot in a little bit closer. One more breath. Low horizon, left hand inside of the right foot. Turn all 10 toes in your hips to the right edge of your mat, looking over the right shoulder. Keep the feet as they are, high horizon. Send the hips up, sweep the fingertips. Plant your palm, chaturanga, or down dog. That's where we will meet. One more side. Breathe in, sweep your left leg high. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Now again, we're going somewhere between a wild thing and a side plank. So start to take all of your weight into the right limbs. Left toes come toward the floor, but they don't quite make contact. Squeeze your left heel into your glute. Try to drive the hips up. Take a breath in. How slowly can you step the left foot to the top of the mat? High crescent with the inhale. Twist to the left. Open your arms to a T. Skater lunge. Right leg bends. Left leg goes straight. Now again, we're bypassing our twist. We're coming right to our exalted shape. Left hand behind you. Right arm up. One more time. Finding skater to the back of the mat. Into our exalted shape. Turn all 10 toes forward. Left knee bends deeply. Right arm comes up. Airplane. Lean the chest forward. Sweep the fingertips back. Now again, you are welcome to hang here, or you might start to work the right heel to the glute, and maybe both hands can reach for your foot. If you've got that, again, you're kicking into your hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more breath. Stay with it as best you can, and then gently release any kind of bind you have. Warrior two, pivot your hips, your chest open. Inhale. Triangle pose, straighten the front leg, lean the upper body forward. Now again, you're welcome to stay here with your hands supported, or you might float the left arm up. Take an inhale. Exhale, rotate the chest, reach all 10 fingertips forward. Inhale back into that floating triangle shape. Exhale, rotate and reach. Whew. One more time, a lot of fire in the hamstrings. Exhale, rotate, reach, 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 reach. Keep tracking left hip back, take an inhale. Fold over the left shin. Again, if you need to step your right foot up, please feel free to bring that a little bit closer to the left foot if needed. One more breath. I almost said this well-deserved rest, but I wouldn't call this a restful posture. Just a moment to be a little bit still. Low horizon, right palm down. All 10 toes in your hip turn to the left edge of your mat. Look over your left shoulder. High horizon, drive into the feet as they are, send the hips up. Finding your plank, and then back to down dog. Our final chaturanga here. Landing in down dog, take a breath in. Drop down to your knees and come to kneeling on the shins to the back edge of your mat. Let your hands land into your lap for a moment. Take a slow breath in. Slow breath out. Again, slow inhale. Slow exhale. Appreciating the stillness just as much as the movement does the fire. Letting the breath become just a little bit slower. If you're feeling pretty cozy here and you want to stay in the stillness, there's a lot of power in that. I'm going to offer one more little moment of play for us. Take it or leave it. If you're coming with me, tuck onto your toes, so all 10 toes. Sit your hips back to your heels. We're going to play with some half camels, option to take it into a crow pose. Right hand lands either to your right heel or to your tailbone. Drive the hips forward, left arm comes up. Now sit all the way back down, hips to heels. Sit back into your toe stance. You're leaning your upper body back to pluck the knees from the ground. You can hang here or plant the palms, crow pose, knees to your triceps, round through your back, curl your heel to your glutes. Drop back down into your toe stand, and we'll take it to the other side. Drop both knees down, left hand to left heel. Drive the hips through, half camel, right arm up. Back to our toe stand. Sitting hips to heels, lean back, knees lift from the ground. You can hang here, or again, option to take a crow pose. Knees to the triceps, curl your heel to your glute. Back to toe stand. And then flow side to side at your pace. I'll kind of leave you at your pace, your rhythm, finding half camel into toe stand. Option to take it to your crow. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath, flowing through this. Of course, if you ever want longer, you can always pause and keep moving, keep flowing. Don't let me rush you through it, but after you feel like you've evened out your sides or you feel content with the amount of play, we'll meet back into our kneeling position. Almost went down. And again, landing into the stillness, into the softness. Knowing that there is power in the movement, in the flow, in the rhythm. And there's also a lot of power in the stillness, the softness. And this balance between the strength and the softness. Take one more breath. Sit your hips over to one side so that you can swing the legs around in front of you. A lot of active hamstring work, so let's give your hamstrings a well-deserved stretch. Both legs extended long, flex through your feet. Think of kind of lifting up and out of your hips here, and then start to crawl the hands forward. Keep your spine long to start. Take a breath in. And then a breath out. Maybe you lean a little bit further, or you crawl the hands a little bit further, but we still got a long spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, maybe you go a little bit further. And then one more time, take a breath in. This time with your exhale, let your spine round, really folding over the shins. Hands can be to feet, to shins, to the ground, whatever you prefer. Two more breaths. After your 2 breaths, slowly walk the hands back. And we'll come all the way down to our back, however you want to journey there. And as you arrive, hug both knees into your chest. A little rock side to side, massaging into your spine, your tailbone. Plant your left heel to the ground. Hook your right ankle to your left knee and then drive the right knee out away from you. You are welcome to hang here. You could interlace behind your left thigh. Or you might roll onto the left hip. Right foot falls to the floor so you're in a twist. Right arm reaching open. You might even take your gaze over the right shoulder if that feels good. Letting the breath again find a slow, soft rhythm. That was a pretty challenging class. Thanks for sticking with me. And now that we've dropped into these more restful postures, that slower breath lets your body know that you are coming into a more rested state. Take one more breath on this side. And up through center. And we'll swap it out. Right foot meets the ground. Left ankle to your right knee. And again, you can stay here. Interlace behind your thigh. You could add the twist by rolling onto the right hip. Left foot falls to the floor. Left arm is reaching long. You could gaze over the left shoulder. You could keep your neck neutral. Letting yourself really ease into the posture. Can you keep your upper back relaxed, neck relaxed and heavy? Again, this invitation for your body and your mind to find a little bit more rest and a little bit more stillness. Knowing that your body never needs permission to do so, but it's just this soft invitation to be rested. One more breath. Coming back through center. And as always, encouraging any last shapes or movements that your body is really craving. It could be a happy baby, a bridge, shoulder stand. It could be nothing. Maybe you're feeling pretty content and complete in your movement practice. Whenever you do feel content with that, you can start to slide into your final posture of class. Any shape that you'd like for your Savasana. And again, take your time. But whenever you do arrive, letting yourself fully land in the stillness. Your opportunity to just be. Doing your best to resist any fidgeting, any scratching, any fixing of the hair. Letting yourself land completely into the stillness. You might take one more full breath in. And then use this exhale to really soften and deepen into your Savasana. As always, I encourage you to spend several minutes here if you have the time and space to do so. I know it's tempting to bypass this part of practice, especially if you're at home. But can you allow yourself to be in this sacred rest? Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me, for jumping onto your mat today and enjoying a little bit of a wild, spicy class with me. It is such an honor to share it with you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one.